What's sort of the process that's happening in like someone's mind? You know, when they see see like these gambling advertisements and sponsorships in sports, for example, how much like influence does that actually have on people?
Again, I would suspect most of it is subconscious in the sense where it's like with any advertising. I mean, if you speak to anybody with advertising,
Yeah,
or a customer or somebody who watches it, it's never usually, you see an advert for, you see Ray Winston sort of say, don't place a bet, and then all of a sudden you think, oh yeah, I'm going to go place a bet. I think it's a bit more of a subconscious thing. Like you've already kind of maybe thought about it, or you already have got a bet on, and so it kind of then is just a prompt, a bit of a trigger in a way where it's like, well, you could put a bet on if you want to. Look how easy it is. Or your first free bet, you get £20 free. It's initiatives and things like that where I think it's much more of a an influence on people when they have such things like that
yeah,
where it's everywhere. It's kind of a light bulb in a way, or a kind of a trigger just for people where it's like, well, you could place a bet if you wanted to. And I think that's mainly where it comes from. It's that familiarity. It's the fact that it's everywhere. It's a constant prompt to you that gambling, you can gamble. Gambling is okay here because look at all these different gambling sort of organizations that we're affiliated with, or whatever. And obviously that's a two-way street as well. Obviously one from the actual club itself, as well as obviously from the gambling organisations, and obviously those who sell the TV rights to obviously have those advertisements and those things there. So I think it's just a constant reminder, or a constant trigger there for people who somewhat can already be susceptible to these things of wanting to gamble, that I think it's just a means of reminding or triggering people to remember, you can always place a bet if you want to. Um, and in most cases, I think people probably do, because it adds to that excitement. It adds to that social. It adds to that.
yeah.
I'm no longer focusing on what I'm feeling. I'm just focusing on the game, and then I'm focusing on, oh God, there's three yellow cards, and my bet pays out when I get four. And so the focus then becomes on that rather than everything else. And I think that brings quite a number of people relief and contentment in that moment, in that context of what they're doing. In which case, it's same watching football and enjoying having that bet on.